A successful cyber attack rarely begins with a hacker smashing through digital defenses. More often, it starts with something far less dramatic: a search bar, a social media profile, an overlooked vulnerability, or an employee who clicks the wrong email. By the time an organization realizes something is wrong, the attacker has often been inside the network for days, sometimes even weeks. Welcome to BlueHat Cybersec Academy. Here's a question for you before we begin. If you had to stop a cyber attack, which moment would you focus on? The instant malware is detected? The phishing email? Or would you try to stop the attack long before any malicious code ever reaches the target? That's what makes modern cyber attacks so dangerous. The damage we eventually see is usually just the final act. The real story begins much earlier, unfolding through a series of deliberate and calculated steps that are easy to overlook if you don't know what to watch for. Understanding that sequence isn't just valuable for cybersecurity professionals. It's valuable for anyone who wants to think like a defender. Every successful attack follows a logical progression, and once you understand that progression, you begin to see where attacks can be detected, interrupted, or stopped altogether. In this video, we're going to walk through that entire journey together. We'll start with how attackers gather information, then look at how they deliver an attack, what actually happens when a system is compromised, what attackers are ultimately trying to achieve, and finally, how defenders respond and recover. By the end, you'll see that a modern cyber attack isn't a random event. It's a sequence, and every sequence has opportunities to be interrupted. So, let's begin where every successful attack begins, with information gathering. Every mission begins with intelligence gathering. Before launching an attack, cybercriminals spend time collecting as much information as possible about their target. They search public websites, LinkedIn profiles, leaked credentials, DNS records, employee email addresses, company documents, and even social media posts. Why go through all that effort? Because guessing is inefficient. Information reduces uncertainty. The more attackers know, the easier it becomes to craft convincing phishing emails, identify vulnerable systems, understand an organization's technology stack, and bypass security controls without attracting attention. Reconnaissance is often the least visible stage of an attack, yet it's one of the most important. Much of the information attackers need is already publicly available, meaning they don't always have to hack for it, they simply have to collect it. Here's an important takeaway. If sensitive information is publicly available, attackers don't need to steal it. They only need to find it. Now, once attackers have gathered enough intelligence, the next step is getting their attack in front of the target. This stage is known as delivery. The attack could arrive through a phishing email, a malicious attachment, a fake login page, an infected USB drive, or the exploitation of an internet-facing vulnerability. At first glance, many of these methods appear completely ordinary. That's exactly why they work. Contrary to popular belief, sophisticated malware isn't always the deciding factor. Many successful breaches begin with something as simple as an email that looks legitimate, or a website that appears trustworthy enough to convince someone to take a single action. Technology certainly plays a role, but human decision-making often determines whether the attack succeeds or fails. But even at this point, the attack hasn't necessarily succeeded. Delivery, by itself, doesn't mean the attacker has won. A compromise occurs when the attacker successfully executes malicious code, steals valid credentials, or exploits a vulnerability to gain unauthorized access to a system or network. This is the moment when an attempted attack becomes an actual security incident. Modern attackers rarely rush. Instead, they focus on remaining invisible. They establish persistence, escalate privileges, move laterally across the network, and blend into normal system activity to avoid detection for as long as possible. Their objective isn't speed, it's stealth. The longer they remain unnoticed, the more opportunities they have to reach valuable systems and sensitive data. Now comes the obvious question: Why go through all this effort in the first place? Once attackers have established access, they begin pursuing the reason they launched the attack. Not every cyber attack has the same objective. Some attackers are motivated by financial gain and deploy ransomware to demand payment. Others steal intellectual property, customer databases, trade secrets, or sensitive government information. Some seek to disrupt operations, while advanced threat groups may quietly remain inside networks for months, conducting long-term cyber espionage without drawing attention. This shifts the focus to an important question. Instead of asking how the attackers got in, we should also ask why they came. Understanding an attacker's objective provides valuable context for both defenders and investigators. Once those objectives are achieved, attackers may encrypt files, exfiltrate sensitive data, manipulate critical systems, or leave behind backdoors that allow them to return whenever they choose. The visible damage that organizations experience is often only the final chapter of a much longer story. Fortunately, this is also the point where defenders begin taking control. An effective incident response process doesn't simply involve removing malware. It requires a structured and disciplined approach that helps contain the incident, minimize damage, and restore normal operations safely. 5 A's. That usually means detecting suspicious activity as early as possible, containing affected systems before the attack spreads further, removing the attacker's access and eliminating persistence mechanisms, recovering systems and business operations securely, investigating the root cause of the incident, and finally, strengthening defenses so the same type of attack is less likely to succeed again. Organizations that prepare before an incident almost always recover faster than those trying to create a response plan while the attack is already unfolding. Cybersecurity isn't measured by whether an organization experiences an attack. It's measured by how quickly the attack is detected, contained, understood, and learned from. When you step back and look at the entire picture, one of the biggest misconceptions about cyber attacks is that they're random or unpredictable. In reality, most successful attacks follow a structured sequence. Reconnaissance leads to delivery. Delivery creates the opportunity for compromise. Compromise enables the attacker's objectives. Finally, incident response determines how much damage is contained and what lessons are carried forward. Looking at cyber attacks through this lens changes the way we think about cybersecurity. Instead of asking, "How do we stop hackers?" a more useful question is, which stage of the attack can we interrupt first? Because the moment you break the chain, you reduce the attacker's chances of succeeding. And in cybersecurity, preventing success doesn't always require stopping every attack. Sometimes it simply means disrupting the process before attackers can achieve what they came for. Now it's your turn. Imagine you're responsible for defending an organization. If you could strengthen only one stage of the cyber attack lifecycle: reconnaissance, delivery, compromise, attacker objectives, or response, which one would you choose and why? Here's another challenge. At which stage do defenders have the best chance to stop an attack before real damage occurs? Think about it carefully and share your answer in the comments. It will be interesting to see how different people approach the same problem. Cybersecurity Chronicles is about understanding the logic behind cyber threats, not just the headlines. The better we understand how attacks unfold, the better prepared we become to recognize warning signs, question assumptions, and build stronger defenses. A cyber attack is not a single event, it's a chain of decisions and actions, and every stage of that chain gives defenders a chance to detect, respond, and prevent greater damage. If this video helped you understand cyber attacks as a process, rather than just a security incident, consider liking this video, sharing it with someone interested in cybersecurity, and subscribing to BlueHat Cybersec Academy for more practical, evidence-driven cybersecurity insights. Keep learning, keep questioning, and keep analyzing how technology shapes the world around us. Until next time, stay curious, stay analytical, and stay secure.